So today's key macro question is, what did we learn from President Trump's address to the joint session of Congress? Our answers are, there will likely be a period of economic pain as President Trump boldly pursues his fourth turning size plans to transform the U.S. economy and its role in the global world order. President Trump also outlined a policy that substantially piqued our interest: gold card visas, more specifically, his intent to use them to balance the federal budget and pay down debt. This scheme risks a historic transfer of wealth from the global private sector to the U.S. government. President Trump's Gold Card Visa program would likely replace an existing program that offers U.S. visas to investors who spend about $1 million on a company that employs at least 10 people. For the Homeland Security Department, roughly 8,000 people had obtained these visas through fiscal 2022. Per Wealth Briefing, there were 7 million people globally with a net worth greater than $5 million in 2020, which is a sum that has no doubt risen in recent years due to asset price inflation. Foreigners accounted for roughly 60% of them, or 4.2 million. Assuming a 50% increase to 6.3 million and uniform demand for gold card visas among this cohort, that would raise 31.5 trillion in revenue for the U.S. government, almost enough to retire the $36 trillion stock of outstanding debt. Obviously, the assumption that 100% of the world's high net worth individuals would purchase a gold card visa from Donald Trump is an aggressive assumption that requires haircutting. But even just a quarter of these potential revenues represents a meaningful decline in the U.S.'s debt to GDP ratio. It's worth noting that the last time the U.S. federal government materially shrunk its balance sheet resulted in a tightening of liquidity that led to the dot-com bust. It's not clear to us that President Trump is aware of this risk or even cares. Time.
He definitely knows he's going to crush the market. He's been talking about that since, January, right? Lots of people are like, what's going on with the market? Trump's crashing the market. They're trying to clown on him. But, he's literally, giving you all the hints possible, right? Elon's talked about it. The Treasury Secretary, which a lot of people aren't used to having to pay attention what the Treasury Secretary says, because previously it was just Janet Yellen and she was a total dud. But you got to pay attention. These people are telling you they're going to crush the market. Now the gold cards, is not something I had even considered, nor had I made that previous .com bubble connection. If you don't know who this is Darius Dale. He's the founder of 42 Macro. And honestly, if I had to make a list of like top 5 people on the internet to follow to understand what's going on and like the macroeconomic landscape, Darius Dale definitely always on that list, top draft without a doubt.